Alright YouTube, welcome to episode 7 of the Q&A series here on the channel, the almost weekly series where we take questions from all over social media and we try to answer them if we can. Pretty much no questions are off limits. We have fucked up a few times. One day, we were late one day, we uploaded Monday instead of Sunday, and then we skipped the last week entirely. Just been uploading a lot of different things on here on the channel, so we kind of skipped the Q&A series, but we're back at it. We'll try to keep it going every week if we can. Anyways, let's get into this shit. First up, we'll start with YouTube, and Bloodborne Survivor wants to know, if I could fuck any video game character, right out the gate with this stuff, who would it be? It would absolutely probably be Tifa Lockhart from, that makes a whole lot of sense. Tifa Lockhart from Final Fantasy VII. That's, it's my favorite game of all time, as some of you may know. And I played the game a lot growing up, and she was just always my, childhood crush when it comes to a video game character. Big ass titties, Tifa Lockhart. Pestilence H-Man wants to know if I have a 2016 game of the year, a favorite film of the year, and if I have played RuneScape lately. And he also says he likes the new intro, which I appreciate. Thanks, man. I didn't make it. Somebody else did. I haven't played RuneScape in a very long time. I heard it's pretty good these days. It might be something to check out eventually. It's just not my kind. I don't have the time to. I don't play a lot of video games, honestly. So I only stick to a few video games. I don't really have time to branch out. For some reason, I don't do mobile gaming stuff anymore. As for favorite film of 2016, it'd be between Batman v Superman and Civil War. I'd probably lean towards more towards Civil War, even though I'm a bigger fan of the DC universe. Superman being my favorite hero. Civil War is probably just a better movie, just because of the clash of all the different heroes as opposed to just the two heroes clashing. And as for game of the year, it'd be between either Witcher 3 and Fallout 4. Now I realize neither of those were 2016 games. But I didn't get my console, my Xbox One, until later 2015. And Fallout 4 didn't even come out until almost the end of 2015. So it more or less should have been a 2016 video game. And I didn't really play Witcher 3 until the later end of 2015 as well, after I got my console. So for me, they were pretty much 2016 games. And it would be between those two. I'm more of a fan of Fallout 4, whereas I think Witcher 3 is a better game. So it's kind of a toss-up between the two. Embodying 7.5 wants to know, why did Dad leave? Whew, this one hits kind of close to home, man. A father abandoning his family. I feel that deep in my soul. But I don't know, man. Why did your dad leave? I have no fucking idea. Ray wants to know if I've ever played World of Warcraft, and is it as good as the fanboys say it is? And I'll tell you honestly, man, I think it is. I think it's a fantastic game. There's a reason why it's been going so long and so strong. Like, so many people praise the game. It may not be as good as it once was. I've never personally owned it. Like, I never had a computer good enough to run it, because it's a huge fucking download, a huge game. I've always played it at a friend's house, but I'll go stay the night at a friend's house, and I've put some hours in that shit. From not having actually owned the game, being over at a friend's house, I've been up all night playing that shit. It's a great game, man. I think it's kind of if you're gonna build an MMO, that's kind of the one you want to base your shit off of, because it's kind of I don't know if it's not the best MMO these days, but it's up there, man. First up from Instagram, Pie Flavor Version 2 wants to know dog. I'm assuming they want to know if I have a dog or something like that. I don't personally own a dog. I live on a property with family, multiple different houses, and my grandma has at this point 5 dogs, because she recently took another one that was kind of a stray, and they're looking for the home for it. But we have 4 dogs on the regular. They're all smaller dogs, pretty cool. But yeah, no, I have a cat. Daquan the Ginger wants to know if I currently do or have I ever smoked the Young Reefer. The Young Reefer sounds super hip and cool. No, man, I'm actually a non-smoker all my life. I've never even smoked a cigarette. Something I'm kind of proud of. I've never been interested in smoking. I can understand somebody who wants to smoke weed and get high, or drink alcohol and get drunk, but smoking a cigarette literally does nothing for you. It gives you nothing, so I don't understand it literally does nothing. I don't understand the point of it. JoeyMonner52 wants to know if I could request one video game to be made, what game would it be? I'm going to give a kind of cop-out answer because it's a game that we already know is in the works, but it's going to be Final Fantasy VII Remake. Now, we already know it's in the works, but dude, we got the reveal at the 2015 E3, and we have heard ZeroSense. That's all we got. We got the reveal, we got the little trailer, a little bit of gameplay stuff, and that's all we've got. They've given us zero news since then. We don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know. I was hoping for at least a release date at some point, but it's been going on 2 years. I don't remember when E3 takes place exactly, but 2017 E3 will be 2 years since the reveal, and we have nothing still. So I don't know. That's the game I want more than anything because it's my favorite game of all time, and I hope that it's on Xbox One because I don't own a PS4. Trophies wants to know if I like Dinosaur Nuggets. Now, I don't know if that's a certain brand or not, but any shape of a chicken nugget is perfect. I don't give a shit. Doesn't matter what. It could be the shape of a penis, and I'd probably eat it all in one bite, you know what I'm saying? Probably deep throat that dick-shaped chicken nugget. Jesus wants to know if I think that 2017's memes are off to a good start, and mentioned something about nudes, but I don't ever come through on nudes, man. Don't worry about that. But I think so. I think they're pretty good. Actually, I uploaded a 20-minute loop of a recent meme that's kind of getting popular right now. So it's kind of odd that I got this question today, and I just happened to be uploading that video as well. So it's kind of funny. The last couple questions are some video game related ones, and Sad Boy Daniel wants to know if I have any favorite Fallout 4 mods. Now, see, when Fallout 4 first got their mods on the consoles, it was pretty cool. It was pretty hype. Everybody was excited about it. I tried it out for a little bit. Didn't try a whole lot of them. It's not really something I fuck around with, man. I just don't really care. I'm not that super into it. Like, I'll play the shit out of some games, and then I'll move on to other games. And I might come back here and there, but I didn't play the shit out of the mods. I didn't really care too much about it. My favorite ones, if I had to choose, were the No Border mods. Those are my favorite. The ones I actually did videos on for my channel, whereas we take away the invisible borders that Fallout tends to have with the Commonwealth and with Far Harbor. I never looked into if they have one for Nuka World yet. I actually might do that sometime. And you'd be able to go out and explore. You'll find, like, abandoned buildings, like, I guess they never deleted, or were planning on putting into the game or something. Really cool stuff. You can find some really awesome stuff with the No Border mods. DJ Creamstar wants to know what the best Fallout DLC and the worst Fallout DLC are from... If you're talking about all the games, we've actually answered that before, but I don't mind doing it again. The worst one from Fallout 3 would probably, for me personally, is either Operation Anchorage or Mothership Zeta, which might be surprising because a lot of people like Mothership Zeta, but it was just kind of... It was a really good location. I mean, it was really original, but it was kind of linear. The Operation Anchorage was also very linear, and it was really, really short. The best from Fallout 3 is obviously Point Lookout. It was just a whole other map with a bunch of new weapons and armors, or not necessarily armors, but clothing and stuff like that, but a bunch of new weapons and cool quest lines and stuff. We tripped balls on that fucking punga fruit. For Fallout New Vegas, the worst one for me is the Sierra Madre, the Dead Money, I think it was called. That one, I just hated it. The mist and no weapons, no actual stim packs. You get a few here and there, but you got to kind of eat food to survive. I think you can make stim packs or buy them or something, but you kind of have a shortage of health things. You get in the mist, it damages you over time. You got to decapitate or like break the limbs of the ghost people, or they just come back to life. It was just kind of, it was just a little too much going on all at one time. And the best one for that would definitely be Lonesome Road. I love Ulysses. I love that location. It was really cool to learn some backstory on the courier that you play as, because you don't... With like 3, you already kind of knew your beginnings. With Fallout 4, you learned the beginning of your character. With Fallout New Vegas, we didn't. And it was kind of cool that DLC gave us a kind of a history of our own character. And Ulysses was a badass boss fight. For Fallout 4, it'd be all the different freaking... the contraption DLCs or the workshop DLCs. Those were all just fucking like terrible. And the best one is, for me, is going to be Nuka World. Far Harbor is probably a better one to a lot of people, but Nuka World was just a little... Far Harbor was constantly like rainy and foggy and just kind of a downer to me, honestly. The enemies were badass. It did have some really good weapons, but Nuka World just felt more like a Fallout DLC for some reason, and it's cool to play as Raiders. Magical Moose wants to know what my favorite weapons or weapon is in Fallout 4. Now, if we are just talking about the base game before any of the DLCs came out, it was probably the Gauss Rifle. Now, I have a love-hate thing for the new Gauss Rifle, because they changed it drastically from 3 New Vegas. I don't even know why. Like, it completely looks different, and it plays differently and all those other things. But I like that you can charge the shots. It feels a lot more powerful than it used to. It was always a strong weapon, but it just seems so much crazier in 4. And then when it comes to once the DLCs came out, my favorite weapon is obviously the lever action rifle. I don't know why I said obviously. You may or may not know this. I've said it in a previous video, but the lever action was my favorite weapon from Fallout 3 when it came out in the Point Lookout DLCs, or DLC, and then with New Vegas, they kind of added in a lot more lever action weapons, but they had like the Cowboy Repeater and other lever action rifles, and it's just kind of always been my favorites. I don't know why. And then when they brought it back with Far Harbor, I was so excited, because my favorite weapon from the previous Fallouts, and it's kind of cool to have it back in Fallout 4. And that's it for this week's Q&A, guys. A little bit shorter than usual, but this right now is the second video I've recorded today, and I'll be uploading it today, and I'm about to record another video for either later tonight or tomorrow. I haven't decided yet when I'm going to upload it, so I kind of want to make it shorter just so I could have more time to make those other videos and shit. But if you want to be featured, guys, all you got to do is leave a comment below or hit me up on any of these social networks that are linked below. Twitter, Instagram, Snap. I've actually had questions from Snapchat before. Wherever you'd like to ask a question, I'll be sure and try to answer it in next week's video. We'll try to make next week's video longer, too, if we can. We usually shoot about 10 plus minutes. Anyways, guys, if you want to enjoy the video, thumbs it up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Follow me on Twitter. Links to my social networks are in the description, as I said previously, and in the outro. Later.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake, cause I don't fucking get